This is a monthly reading for you. Excuse me. This is a monthly reading for you, Leo, for the month of August. In this reading, I'm going to take out cards to see how's overall the month of August looking for you. Now, before I start to do the reading, I wanted to mention that I'm rolling out the first ever edition of my tarot work into a newsletter. So it's a very detailed, very lot of work driven newsletter that I have made, and it is quite basic. Gradually it will get to a lot of design and a lot of style that I will add to the newsletter. So you can download this newsletter from the description box, and it has a lot of sections to it. And if you would care, you could share it with your friends, acquaintances, even family, or you could upload it to some social handle or forward it to just as many people. I would love to have a great circulation for this newsletter. There's a lot of love and effort gone into it. And as I said, this is the first ever edition, so it's coming out for the August, and then the next will come out in the month of September. So I'm going to be rolling out every month, and it will make for a nice read. So let us see how's the month looking for you, Leo, for August. So a lot of you who have a birthday on in August, many happy returns of the day already in advance. Also end of July, so end of July and early August, yes. So what is the area of improvement or focus for you? What is the strength or challenges you can work with? How will be your social interactions or dealings with people? What is it that is unexpected and coming your way? And how's overall the guidance for the month of August? So let us see how's the guidance. Also, please note that wherever I see, I will do Reiki chakra healing by doing Reiki distance healing. So in the area of improvement or focus, I'm seeing is this guidance here. It's telling me some of you need to stop doing everything yourself and learn the art of delegation. You should understand that if there are 20 things that need to be done, you can't do it all by yourself. And the faster you realize that, you will do very well with your succession planning or next what needs to be done work wise. So this card is just screaming delegation to me, and that you need to learn how to pass on work. Also, some of you are very particular about certain things, that only I can do it right, only I have to supervise it. You want to let go of that tendency. It's time to bring in new talent or people, teach them the ropes to the business or how things are done, and then start to nurture and grow them. That's the guidance I'm getting for you in area of improvement. What is the strength or challenges that will show up and you can work with in the month of August? So the thing with taking up the most challenging task is you are also building in a lot of learning. You're not just trying to win it. You're not just trying to win it. Excuse me, my throat seems to be really bad. You're not just trying to win it, you're also trying to learn a lot by taking up something very challenging. When I see this guidance, it's telling me a certain something that needs to be spoken on time, or needs to be spoken very aptly in front of a lot of audience. You may just make a miss. You may not do the most fantabulous presentation or speak the most right. I'm saying that you may fumble, you may make some mistakes. And you know what the good part about this guidance is, it's telling you it's still a stepping stone. So maybe your one presentation or one public speaking doesn't go good, it doesn't stop you. There should be more lined up, or you should be looking forward to doing more. Some of you who are in a speaking business or this stand up comedy or something, You need to go very polished, because I'm seeing that you are going to fumble, be feel very lost with some words. So your act would be great if you practiced it over, and just take it easy on yourself. You will grow as things will move ahead. Now, what is it in your social interactions? In your social interactions, I'm saying you're making some new friends, and you are someone who's a go-getter. So it's like, you when somebody makes a plan, it's not a dead plan. You are someone who will actually call up and say, oh, we were planning for a movie, let's go. We were planning to go here, let's go. So you are not somebody who just made a dead plan and then forgot about it. If there was even casually something got spoken, you are someone who will see it through, or make sure the plan does get delivered. Also, I'm seeing there is a lot of attraction between you and the new people you're meeting or people you're hanging out with. So there's mutual admiration, attraction between you and people in your social circle. It's all looking good. And between speaking and doing things, I'm seeing you're going to be more hands on, and you're going to be maybe cooking very well, or I don't know, but it looks like you will do very well with going out, with the creating something than speaking. So it's just between the two of them, what would you do better? Looks like travel, trek, or some outdoors is going to be much better than you taking up something, speaking, telling, teaching. So maybe you want to just balance this energy that way. So what is it that is unexpected and coming your way? Unexpectedly, you're going to feel very controlled, as if someone is not letting you do things as you please, or there is just a controlling partner, or maybe it's a parent, or it's just your money situation. But a lot of people, I'm also seeing a lot of people telling you or discouraging you from going ahead, or don't do it like this, don't do it like that. If you take too many people's advice on board, you may actually never do anything, because there's always someone sharing a bad example or something bad that happened to them when they did something. So one, you don't want to listen to too many. So this woman is surrounded with so many swords. It means she's taken on board what got spoken, and she's kept that with her. So you don't want to take that much feedback from so many people. You want to enjoy life, feel free, and feel okay to be lied to or be tricked, and then you have your life that has a variety of experiences that you would have lived. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be lied or tricked. I'm just saying that you're not moving anywhere or going anywhere, because there's so many people who have given you such advice that be careful, this could happen to you here, this could happen to you there, and you're really not doing anything. With this guidance which is telling you, going outdoors is going to be a blessing in the month of August, you don't want to hold yourself back with this guidance unexpectedly. Also, some of you may feel, if you have a very restraining partner or a parent or a house situation, you move out and take a place of your own. You don't want to be in a very controlling situation where you don't feel good about life, you're not happy or free to move around. Now, how's overall the guidance for the month of August? One, it's a very good month in terms of healing and recovering. So some of you who are taking medicines, looks like those medicines for whatever treatment is going to work out. You're going to be feeling much at peace, or you're going to feel very good about how the recovery is happening. Also, some of you who feel there are just too many people saying too many things to you, suddenly you will see these people are gone. It's almost like you were able to ignore them or tell them to get lost, and then they did. So a lot of people you felt were uninvited, or were just sharing or giving their views or advice, are not around anymore because you ignored them so well. So the guidance really is that you are healing, and I'm seeing that you're coming from place of lot of recovery. You're going to start to recover from lot of pain, and then lot of things, people who nag you or taunt you or tell you a lot of things are not around. So you don't have nasty people around, they're just gone away. So this is how the reading is. When I'm looking at these cards, I just want your solar plexus to be very active and charged, and feeling sending a lot of burst of energy to you. The reason is there is a controlling energy here. You're making some mistakes with speaking, and then maybe you got taken down by too many people criticizing you or telling you how things are done. So when I charge the solar plexus, it's going to charge your throat chakra, your solar plexus itself, and then this resting and relaxing energy where you are able to move away from a lot of situation of pain, and then there's a lot of recovery as well. So when I charge the solar plexus, it charges all the chakras in the body. So we have the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and the crown chakra. So I'm just going to charge the solar plexus, which is the energy house for all the chakras in the body. And when we charge the solar plexus, it charges all of the chakras as well.